Players.
Further up, zoom out.
if you see something's happening around them, then you come closer.
Yeah.
But this way, yes.
Okay.
Also keep an eye if something happened here, like
Fight. Yeah.
you will turn down too. And it goes for about 2 minutes after you finish the game, and then you can switch off, or somebody will text you, or you yourself.
Yeah.
So that looks safe where they're going, and nothing, so zoom out slowly, recover a bit of field, and then if the players move, like show nothing's happening over here, and then zoom out completely, and we will stop. We can stop recording.
Done?
Right. And we can stop the camera. Pitch, yeah, that's it. And it's all job done. So now we can start doing something else. Very good. So how do you feel?
I feel like my neck's cranked. But
yeah.
no, it's good.
Yeah.
I feel like I was getting used to it.
Keep it a bit lower and you.
Yeah. I was getting used to the legs a little bit.
Yeah. And then when you get yourself in a proper dancing, it will be much easier.
Yeah.
The frame will be better, but the motion is fine. It's not too big deal. That's right. Done? Yeah, okay. All good then. Yes, thanks, mate. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye. See, the first half will be completely wow. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Now, what I was talking about is on the right. And then there's no more. You can actually do this when you're standing at 12 once you become
Like the further jacket in your head.
The problem is I can't turn it above, but it will go away by, I guess, by half. Or my shadow will actually cover it up. Okay, that's what we didn't see. So this is the see how it's moving to the right because of this weight. Anyway, so what we need to set up so that we have two channels. there is an email and instruction that Andrew will send to you, or he did send already, but it's actually showing how you do this in Canon.
I haven't got that email yet.
Yeah.
But I can ask him.
You got my phone number.
I got it.
So if you don't receive it tomorrow, day after, whatever,
Yeah.
I'll send it. I'll forward it to you. Did you switch it on? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albert Butler Royal Park for this NPL New South Wales men's round 3 fixture between Wollongong Wolves and Sydney. We are here in the beautiful south coast of New South Wales to bring you the game right on It's going to be a beautiful game, and the sun is out, and the players are ready to go. As well in this campaign, and Sydney United as well did lose 6-0 to Sydney Olympic yesterday. There's a result for you. And the Wolves did lose 2-1 to Marconi in round 1. So they have 1 win and 1 loss to their name. They finished 7th in 2023 as well. Well, St. George City are coming off a 1-0 win against Sydney FC and a round 1 loss to Rockdale City Suns in the local derby. So both teams on the same form and are both looking to come away for 3 points here in the south coast of New South Wales. About an hour drive away from St. George City's home ground, here is Albert Butler. And last season, St. George City averaged 1.7 goals per game, whilst Wollongong Wolves averaged 1.43 goals per game. And both the teams are ready to roll. Wollongong Wolves in their famous red strip. Wollongong Wolves are a very famous side here in the South Coast. You can knock on anyone's door here and they will know who the side is, regardless of if they follow football or not. And St. George City FC are in their white strip, as their home kit is red, clash of colours, white, and they had a brilliant season last season in NPL New South Wales in their first season back, finishing 5th. Lots of horns behind me as everyone is eager for the football, even those driving away from Albert Butler Memorial Park. And the referee has blown his whistle, and Brody Clarkson gets us underway with Lewis Curry. They are both former Sutherland Sharks boys. And here is Matthew Kermalewski, a man who I had the pleasure of going to primary school with. So me and him go back, way back. Matthew Kermalewski and I, we can call him Matty Caddy during this broadcast. And St. George win a throw. A good start here already as St. George are bearing down into the box. And an early free kick has been given. And that is a promising start for St. George City. And veteran Jedovic, the man in between the sticks for Wollongong Wolves, has experience with free kicks and setting up balls. Former Sydney FC and Western Sydney Wanderers player, made over 100 appearances for the Sky Blue side, who got away with their victory 4-1 last night against their rivals, Western Sydney, in the classic Sydney derby. And it looks like Lewis Curry is the man to take the free kick. And he steps over it. And that's straight into the wall. But it will be a throw for St. George City FC. It is thrown in. And another throw is won. Thrown in again, St. George FC with all the possession so far early into this game. Wollongong Wolves desperately trying to get it out, but it's still in the box and it's whipped in. Some pace on it. But a handball has been given. And Wollongong Wolves can breathe a sigh of relief there, as that chance has been flaunted. And veteran Nedjedovic will start us off, the 37-year-old who told me pre-game that it's been a long journey and he's very thrilled to be here in the South Coast, applying his trade, Wollongong Wolves, and hopefully providing experience to the players here, as here's Harrison Buenzno, veteran Nedjedovic, and the man from Japan, Banri Kainaizumi, just trying to form something here in the back line, the boys. And there is Christopher McStay, who sends it long into Jake True, and a foul has been given. And it looks like Chris McStay will be the man to take it. Another former Sutherland Sharks player, he is Christopher McStay, and Rockdale City, and has started in 53 of his 55 games. Hails from Scotland and has his own football academy in his old... That is it! Looked like it was in from my angle, but it was blocked for a corner. And Chris McStay, the man on the set pieces, number 88, will step up to take this corner. Will hopefully deliver something for the Wolves here, who have a counter-attack after the opening couple minutes or so were heavily dominated by St. George City. And it's whipped in, but is headed away. But it only comes as far as back to Chris McStay, who whips it in again. But that is light work there for Jack Kenny. And it's restarted here for St. George. But not the best pass there, but Lewis Curry retrieves it. Here's Hong. And a foul is won by Josh Hong. In the back. The referee telling him to go back. But this is his first season, Josh Hong, St. George City FC, playing for Central Coast and Western Sydney Wanderers previously, number 22. He's Matty Caddy on the ball. Back to Josh Hong, who sends it long to Lewis Curry. It's a great start here. Here is Petrados, who was the man that scored in their 1-0 win. The shot is taken! And that is not the best shot there from Presley Ortiz. And veteran Nedjedovic can start us off again in that famous number 20 that he's worn for many years. And it is restarted with the Wollongong Wolves, as the defense are playing around with it at the back. Buenzno, Kainaizumi, Christopher McStay. Here's Riak, who used to play for Inglewood in WA, now applying his trade here in New South Wales for Wollongong Wolves. Here's Buenzno out wide to Takami, and Lewis Curry and Takami. But Takami wins this one, sends it in, but it is cleared away. But only as far as Riak. But it is a throw-in for St. George City FC, to be taken by Fumoto Tamada, another former Sutherland Sharks player who played last season there and now is another new face to this St. George City FC side. And he's intercepted cleverly, but his touch has let him down there. Lewis Curry is a powerhouse in that midfield, showing his experience. He is coming back from a stint in Lebanon. And Matthew Kermalevsky showing his grit, determination, and his massive stature there to clear the ball out for his side. Now here is Takami to take the throw, who is also a young man, 22 years old, same age as me, playing his trade here at Wollongong. Christopher McStay whips it in, but is intercepted by St. George, and they can form an attack here. And a foul is won, and an early yellow card is given. Looks like Chris McStay is the culprit of that yellow card there. And it looks like he might need some attention. It looks like he might need some attention here. And while he gets that attention, just again, a reminder that the Wollongong Wolves finished 7th in season 2023, and St. George City in their first campaign finished 5th in their first season. And as you can see, there is Mr. Kremlewski running off the pitch, dad of Matthew Kremlewski. And looks like Brody Clarkson will start us off, who has previously played for Northbridge and Sutherland Sharks. And he loves a good G-Up song, particularly Street Runner by Rod Wave. So if you need a look for a G-Up song, he's a man. Tarek Odichan loses the ball there, receives it again. He is the captain for St. George. And it is a promising attack here as Ludwig Skuri looks to provide, gives it back to Clarkson. Going back there to Hong. Hong still has the ball, whipped in. Nice chest out there from Petrados. Kuri, blocked shot, and this time the Wolves have the ball. Hoofed up there. Wollongong Wolves, promising attack. But it looks like it has been folded there. And St. George City FC to start us off. Tariq Urchan. Out wide. It is back to Monahan Vaika, who's got 2 first names and 2 last names. Some brilliant intricacy skills there. Needs to get it out, does get it out. But is restarted from Wesnell, who plays it back to veteran Janjovic, who is a veteran at 37 years old, in between the sticks. Former Sydney FC, Western Sydney Wanderers man. Here is Samuel Riak, who plays it back to Wesnell, who has been busy so far. And here is Banyue Kainezumi, the man from Japan. NPL New South Wales has many Japanese players. Both sides possess some. And it is forward, and it is off the post. And that is a great chance there for Jake True. It was a brilliant ball in, and Jake True almost finished off his dinner there for the Wolves. And once again, a player is down. It looks like it might be Matthew Kremlewski, who's going to receive some treatment from his dad. But a bit about that man who just hit the post, Jake True. On top of kicking footballs, he's a personal trainer and a former Western Sydney Wanderers A-League player, along with his goalkeeper, veteran Janjovic, of course. And he has torn his ACL 3 times. So hopefully he's rid free of injuries and he can provide the goods for Wollongong. Has also played for Wollongong Olympic here in the Illawarra Premier League. A very strong competition. And Blacktown City as well. And the ball has been hoofed upfield and it is restarted for St. George. Headed away, but only as far as Ortiz. There's Lewis Curry, who sends it up to Kamada, who are teammates once again, but this time not in the blue and white, but in the red and white. Same with Brody Clarkson, who's also in the blue and white of the Sharks last year. Petrados tried to play the 1-2. This time it's not on. And Hong concedes the foul there. Chris McStay to restart us as he plays it back to Banyai Kanaizumi. And St. George FC love going to their centre-backs. They seem to be getting lots of time on the ball in this game. There, Ofuka, another Japanese import, trying to get there as Kamada and Ofuka work, but this time Kamada wins the ball in the Great Battle of Japan. Lewis Curry, not the best pass there, working hard. This time Chris McStay retrieves it. And another card for St. George City FC. Disbelief by the coaches and by Captain Tariq Odichan, who are not happy with that decision. And Presley Ortiz is in the books. Referee showing no mercy here early on. Presley Ortiz is another young man, 21 years old, and has 12 goals in 30 games. So not a bad stat there. The Wollongong Wolves Ultras going off here at Albert Butler Memorial Park in the South Coast. Beautiful venue for some beautiful football. A nice 30-degree day, so not beautiful weather for some football as well. And it is shot! But the keeper worked well there as Ofuka got that shot. And the ball is cleared away right near my side. And as you can see, walking around the Wollongong Wolves bench, former Sydney FC man, David Carney. As they used to call him in the Cove, Super David Carney, making his stint on the coaching side now. David Carney could have persuaded veteran Ndjetovic to come and make his move to Wollongong. David Carney, who has been involved in the South Coast side for quite some time now. Whipped in with pace. But this time, the only grass it hits is the hill behind the goal. As Dylan Ryan tried to provide some sauce, but instead it is out for a goal kick that Jack Kenny will take for St. George City. Another young man in between the sticks at 21 has played over 80 NPL New South Wales games last year, played over 80 NPL games, played 52 last year, and a former Newcastle Jets man, Jack Kenny, who have a good system going up there on the North Coast, as we are here in the South Coast. And St. George City are looking like the better side in the opening half of this game between Wollongong Wolves and St. George City FC. Both have a win and a loss to their books. So pretty even form and a pretty even game in terms of form. As Tariq Odichan, the captain, with a Turkish background. There's Matthew Komilevsky, Macedonian background, and another young man who is an avid Liverpool supporter as well, Matthew Komilevsky. Can be compared to the likes of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, as he has that big stature to him. Not the best moment there, made up for his air swing there by winning the ball from Yaqub Mustafa, who hails from Sudan. So works well there to retrieve the ball, doing what a centre-back needs to do. And there is Hong. A nice take there. Sends the ball up. Bit of lack of communication there. Lewis Curry wins the foul for his side. As Lewis Curry, who had a stint in Lebanon last year, seems to be the man running the shots in the midfield for them. Brody Clarkson loses the ball for Wollongong Wolves, for St. George City FC. And then Mustafa does the same, but for the opposing side. And St. George City, again, can form a counter. Brody Clarkson in his famous number 25. Many famous footballers have worn that number, the likes of Pepe Reina. And Wollongong Wolves restart us here with a throw-in. It's going to be thrown in by Dylan Ryan on the far side of us. Has started the first two games for Wollongong Wolves, so it's looking to be the man for the job in that defense position, as St. George City once again win the ball, intercepted there by Dylan Ryan. but it is once again to the possession of St. George City FC. And there is Hong, pioneering the defense so far with his counterpart, Matthew Kemalevsky. Moto Kamara, disappointed with his touch there. Former Shark, Sutherland Sharks and Mount Jewett man he is, Moto Kamada. And is hoping to get off to a good start here in his new club in the red and white of St. George City FC. But of course today are in the white and red. Wenzul gets that pass away to Mustafa, sends it out wide, and it is through to Lachlan Scott, the man who knows how to score. They want to try and keep him quiet, St. George City FC, and instead commit the foul. Brody Clarkson is the culprit. Lachlan Scott is the man that wins the foul. Nice family vibes here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Many parents bringing their kids along for some Sunday afternoon football here in the South Coast. And Lachlan Scott has scored 3 goals in 2 games. He is the only man to score for Wollongong so far this season. So he is Mr. Reliable, and he's a former Western Sydney Wanderers player, scoring 15 goals in his last 2 campaigns. There is Christopher McStay to step up for the free kick. Does a bit of a shuffle, steps up for it, and it's a great save by the keeper to keep it out. Christopher McStay with a brilliant free kick that tested Jack Kenny, and Christopher McStay runs to take the corner, the man on the set pieces, and you can see why, as Wollongong Wolves get a shot on target there from Christopher McStay, who will once again whip the ball in with some pace, bit of sauce. Christopher McStay, a shuffle as he hoofs it in, and he's headed up, and that is a chance that goes begging there for Banrei Kanezumi. But it looks like Christopher McStay knows how to deliver a set piece, and that is why he is on them. 2 chances from both of those set pieces there, and Jack Kenny flustered there as he kicks the ball straight out of play and into the hands of Andre Takami. Brady Clarkson tried the first touch pass there, gets it again, and once again intercepted, goes back to Clarkson. Lewis Corey shut down as veteran Injedovic receives the ball, calm and composed. There is Kanezumi, who sends it out to Dylan Ryan, and it's back to Kanezumi. And here is Buenznel out to Christopher McStay, who has been very busy this game. That is a beautiful flick on there from Takami to Jake True, who whips it in. Communication is lacking in the back as the ball is still there from Scott, but this time it is finally cleared away. The defense doing their work, but they've still got some work to do, as it is a throw-in for St. George, for the Wollongong Wolves. And Lachlan Scott is being shut down. They know the kind of form that he is in, so if they can shut him down, that can definitely work towards the favour of St. George City FC. Here's Riak, gives it back to Kanezumi, who sends it long. Takami has the ball this time, whips it in, headed, falls back to Scott, who tries to find Ofuka, who did trail offside. And screams of not bad on the bench as Wollongong Wolves once again get into St. George City's box. And it looks like Matthew Kamalevsky and Jack Kenny, one of them will start us off. They both start us off as Jack Kenny passes it to Matthew Kamalevsky, who is a ball-playing centre-back and has been at St. George City for numerous years now. Loves his time here. And of course is the same colours as his favourite football club, Liverpool. Fumoto Kamada tries to get the run on, but instead Ball trickles out of bounds for Andre Takami to take, who has been busy so far for the Wollongong Wolves. And he previously played for Hills United, who get promoted this year to the First Division, so he will have a clash against his old side. And he's also 22 years old, so lots of young men on the field who all have lots of experience in this competition. As Takami throws it, it's a good touch there from El Capitan, Lachlan Scott. But this time the foul is conceded by Jake True, and Cameron Fong can start us off. Matthew Kermalewski, an advantage is played there. Brody Clarkson did handball it, but this time Chris McStay wins it and Brody Clarkson deals with it. And if we want to talk about St. George City FC, they do have young men on their field as we take a drinks break due to the weather. Cameron Fong, 22 years old, in the back line, played for Sydney FC last year. Matthew Kermalewski, another young player. Lots of young players in this squad. Josh Hong, previously played Central Coast, was the Sydney Wanderers, 22 years old as well. And then we also have the Petrados brothers, both of them with Yerasimakis and Costa. Of course, the Petrados family, well known in the football world in Australia. Their brother Dimitri Petrados, it's a former Sydney FC, Brisbane Roar, Newcastle Jets and West Sydney Wanderers player, currently playing his trade in India. And their younger sister Anastasia is also a football player. So a great role model for the Greek community, the Petrados family there, especially young Greek footballers. And as we can see, Matthew Kermalewski getting strapped before heading onto the pitch. Looks like there was an issue there with his shoulder. But it looks like he's going to soldier on and get that strapping on. Working a bit of a tan there as well, Matthew Kermalewski. They will continue on without him. So St. George City down to 10 men momentarily as Tariq Odichan will slot into there. The captain doing his captain duties. And he calls for the keeper. And Kenny there is the keeper to help his side. So far so good. Clean sheet. This is Matthew Kermalewski wearing the number 99. Looks to come on. A number that we don't see much in football. But it is the last number to get in football. So possibly saving the best for last there. Matthew Kermalewski, number 99. For St. George City FC. Who are looking promising again. As the ball is with Ortiz. Deflected, but it's still with Ortiz. Who's in the box trying to work something. Here is Fong. Clarkson to Erchan, back to Clarkson. The midfielders have been very busy. Ortiz gives it to Erchan, and there is a push, but instead the free kick goes the other way to Wollongong Wolves, possibly for simulation there by Tariq Erchan, and veteran Injedovic will start us off. There is Buesnel. Lots of space to run he has, and a man that has been heavily involved so far in this game for the Wollongong Wolves. And he's only 21 years old and has started 20 of his 21 games. So another reliable man, Buesnel. It is a long ball through. Calls a handball, waved away by the referee as Lachlan Scott, the captain, continues the attack. And Riak gives it to Takami. There's McStay, who finds Mustafa, who's in the box, barely down on goal, takes the shot. Matthew Kermalewski doing his defensive duties and wins a corner for the opposing side. But defends well. But their job is not done yet. Christopher McStay looking to produce a saucy ball. the former Rockdale City Suns and Sutherland Sharks man from Scotland, wearing the number 88, and has had some great set pieces so far, and hopes to produce another one as he takes the waddle before he steps up for the corner. And it is whipped in. One, it is shot, cleared away by Clarkson. Mustafa, the man who had his shot blocked. St. George City still in a bit of trouble there, but it is finally cleared away by Cameron Fong. And it's given to Kainaizumi. Christopher McStay. Loves to send the ball long and does send it long to Jake True. But Kamada sticks out an all-important toe. But it's still not done yet. As McStay sends it out to Riak. Sends it long to Dylan Ryan. Back to Riak. Out to Bresnil, who sends it long. Goes to Takami. McStay. Mustafa. Back to Takami. Bresnil. Kainaizumi sends it out to Dylan Ryan. So Wollongong Wolves with the possession here, and St. George City FC with all of their players back. Bit of lack of communication there between Matthew Kermalewski and Monahan Vaika, as Jake True has the ball, falls over in the box trying to get a penalty. Referee having none of it. Wollongong Wolves still in their attacking half, as Kadik Erdichan clears it away and is finally dealt with by Costa Petrados, who has also played in NPL Victoria, which is a strong competition down there for Heidelberg United, or in the Greek, Mega Alexandros. So applying his trade now, St. George City. Costa Petrados here. Cleared away by Kuri with that left foot of his, only as far as Bresnil. Now here is Andre Takami. Bresnil pioneering that defensive line and working with Riak there, playing a very deep number 6 role. And there is Kainaizumi. Another long ball. This time Kamada wins it. Takami. But it looks like a player is down, and that player is Yagub Mustafa, who is down for the Wollongong Wolves, who has had a few stints so far in this game. 2022 he played for the Bentley Greens, another player that has applied this trade down in Victoria in the Victorian Premier League. However, Bentley Greens are playing their trade now in the second division of the Victorian Premier League and suffered a heavy loss at the hands of Western United's NPL team. So Mustafa here, coming up to New South Wales, the South Coast, to play here in Wollongong. The man from Sudan, who is still receiving treatment here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Of course, Wollongong Wolves also known for playing at Wynn Stadium, but today's match is at Albert Butler Park. Wollongong Wolves, very famous around these parts of New South Wales. And here is Matthew Kermalewski controlling the midfield, the defence, very well. Brody Clarkson, this man controlling the midfield very well, who sends it to Fumoto Kamada. But veteran Iljevic showing his experience. And it's good to see that Mustafa is back up and on his feet after the knock that he had. And he's back on that wing, looking to receive another long ball that Wollongong Wolves love to do. Here is Christopher McStay, who sends it through. True, the target man. Kermalewski averts of danger for now, as Chris McStay kicks the ball out of play. And St. George City We'll restart with Fumoto Kamada, who scored some brilliant goals during his tenure at the Sutherland Sharks. So did that man Lewis Curry, who touched the ball previously. Tariq Odichan as well, the captain, another man to have played for Sutherland Sharks. But he switched out wide. Petratos takes the shot. Veteran Janjetovic, comfortable hands there. You're going to lead a lot more force to test veteran Janjetovic, the man that has made over 100 appearances for Sydney FC. As St. George FC start us again. Looking for an attack here. Solomon John Monahan Vaika, who also played for Mount Druitt, and the horns are beeping behind me. They'd certainly love a bit of football as we set up here in the scaffolding of Albert Butler Memorial Park. And that's great defensive work there by Takami, who gives St. George City their first corner kick of the game. And Costa Petratos step up to take it. Known for his 4 years at Newcastle Jets, former professional footballer. He's also played for Perth Glory as well. So his football CV is definitely good, as the Wolf Den are trying to put him off. But this man has professional football experience. I don't think a corner with 10 people will put him off that easily, and it didn't. As the air horn goes off. And St. George City winning a throw again. It's thrown in by Cameron Fong, who is also at his first season with St. George City FC. Here is Lewis Curry, the man with a killer left foot. Whips it in. Headed out by Buesnu. Christopher McStay. This time, it looks like will be a corner. And both sides setting up for this corner. Petratos, the man to take again. Once again, the Wolf Den trying to put him off. As Petratos puts his hand up, the ball is delivered in. This time, very deep, as it is a Japanese battle between the number 5s. And it's a brilliant win. And a corner is won as Kaina Izumi and Fumoto Kamada getting another duel, the battle of the number 5s. Men that both hail from Japan. Whipped in with pace for Costa Petratos, who's had 3 corners in the space of 2 minutes. This one deep, falls to Lewis Curry, who takes the shot! And that just whiskers on top of the crossbar there. Lewis Curry making his return to Australia after playing his trade in Lebanon. And an early substitution for St. George City. And Matthew Kamalewski's day is done. It looks like that shoulder is getting the best of him, as Dominic Cox will come on to replace number 99, Matthew Kamalewski, who is in utter sadness and dysphoria to not be able to continue and help his side. But if anything good comes out of it, he has kept a clean sheet. But we'll hope that his side can get over the line in this game. And they have looked to be the more promising side. Now here is Cox, the new man, on the ball. Sends it out to Costa Petratos. Some nice 1-2s between the two of them. There is Brady Clarkson back to Petratos, showing his ex-football ability with the way he controls, touches, and dominates the ball. And here is Hong. So we have Hong and Fong in the back line, just to make a commentator's day even worse. Fumoto Kamada throws it to Brody Clarkson, who are both having their first seasons in the club. And Solomon John Monahan Vaika gives it to Tariq Erdchan. There is Petrados back to Erdchan, who tries to find someone in the middle. This time that wayward pass does find a foot. And here is Fong, who stumbles over and wins a free kick for his side. Cameron Fong, who played for Sydney FC last season, wearing the white and red for the first time, and looking to make an impact in his first season at St. George City at the ripe age of 22. Here is Costa Petrados, trying to deliver some magic here into the box. Hopes he can. And he's looking to. The man whose family are all footballers. As the air horn goes off again. And his shot is in. Not the best shot there as Reich clears it to Mustafa, who's got this pace. But this time the foul is given against him for that hold. May have wanted the foul, but instead commits the foul, showing what not to do when you want to win a foul in this division. It is Tariq Erdchan, Brody Clarkson, reunited, former teammates together at Sutherland Sharks, back together at St. George City, who are only 10-15 minutes away from Seymour Shaw Stadium, St. George City FC. And their bitter rivals, St. George FC, are promoted this year in NPL New South Wales. So definitely a rivalry to look out for and a game to look out for when those days hit the calendars. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. We are so far 0-0 here at Albert Butler Memorial Park, but we know that he's going to get good. So be sure on this nice hot day, grab yourself a nice water, maybe a can of soft drink, because this game will heat up. And as we see there, Veteran Jedovic's pass is deflected, so St. George City still have the attack here. And it looks like a foul is given to Lewis Curry for the dive. Wasn't sure if it was doing a one-man show at the Oscars or playing football there. And Janjedovic will start off Wollongong Wolves after that attempt of acting by Lewis Curry there. Number 33. Loss of 33s in football. And he will want to show that he is the 33 and the midfielder for St. George City FC. As Clarkson and Curry work together. Here is Kamada. A nice cut inside. Whips it in. Cleared away by Buesno, but it goes back to Fumoto Kamada, who wins the free kick. More disbelief and lots of F-bombs going off, as David Carney not happy, and neither is Mustafa, who is going to get a talking to by the referee, most possibly for his language. There are children around here. We've got to be PG-13 here. Definitely not want to get in the books. In this referee's book, he's already shown yellow cards early on in this match, so no mercy referee. Fumoto Kamada telling Takami to go back. And his hand is up, which means the ball's going to be whipped in. Fumoto Kamada with a nice whip. Cleared away by Buesno, but only as far as Petrados. With a nice turn there, takes the shot! Safe, comfortable hands there from veteran Janjedovic, who has made very comfortable saves so far in this match. Here is Andre Takami. A nice long ball like Wollongong Wolves love to do. Headed on to Mustafa, but he strayed just a fraction offside. And that promising play from Wollongong Wolves has been stopped as Jack Kenny is going to start us off. Never mind that. Josh Hong starts us off. And it looks like Tariq Erdchan is now playing a deeper role since the departure of Matthew Karamalevsky due to that shoulder, which seemed to be bugging him during the game. There's a touch forward, but Chris McStay clears it. Comes to Hong. but Kamada could not get to that pass. And here is Mustafa, the number 10 for Wollongong Wolves, who was in Bentley Greens last year in the green and white in the Cypriot club from Victoria, but is now in New South Wales making his mark here. And the ball is sent through to Cox. But another offside. As he once again strays offside. And here is Andrei Takami back to veteran Jenjerovic. It was played for both Sydney sides. Bit of controversy there. Lots of players are starting to do that in recent years. Milos Nikovic, Aiden Simmons, Bernie Beanie. However, football is football. And speaking of football, a foul has been won by Wollongong Wolves, and Chris McStay finds the target man Long. That keeps it alive somehow with that touch. And a corner is given, and Chris McStay will go for that run as Dylan Ryan is the man to make that attack. The start of the first two games for the Wolves, who have also been accepted into the national second division that has been proposed by Football Australia. So it is awesome to see football grow here in the South Coast. A big, big football community with Illawarra Premier League, a very strong league here in the south of Sydney. As Chris McStay whips it in, and it is still whipped back in. But Kamada makes that interception there, and True could not find a man in red, as Kamada definitely straying offside there, so lucky that Takami got the touch there. There is Mustafa. They want to foul. Another more screams as they try to win the fouls. Kamada, but the ball is out, and Takami will take the quick throw. Brody Clarkson chests it to True. Lots of interceptions going on. A proper pass needs to be completed. And it is one there, Petrados, much to the dismay of the Wolves. And it's here with St. George still, but this time Wollongong Wolves receive it, and it's Takumi Ofuka, who made 25 starts last year and scored 10 goals. So not bad numbers there from the man from Japan. Now here is Takami trying to find an option. Looks like Mustafa is their man for going out wide. Finds Scott. Some hold-up play there, but this time Lewis Curry sending it out for St. George. And ref was going to blow the whistle, plays the advantage instead. A smart advantage as Ortiz has the ball. Presley gives it to Cox, the man who came on from Matthew Kremelevsky. Here is Brody Clarkson and Lewis Curry. Clarkson using that left foot of his. Erdichan pioneering the team with his captaincy. Didn't make the best pass there. Was intercepted by Chris McStay. Trying to find something here, True. And he finds the ref's whistle as the foul is won, much to the dismay of Monahan Vaika, who screamed his frustration out on the referee there. And so far we are still sitting at 0-0 here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. And the Wolf Den showing their support for the home side as they look to help their side grab a goal with their support from behind the trenches, as Chris McStay will look to deliver an exquisite ball in, and it's whipped in with pace, headed up, cleared away by Tarek Orichan. The header there was by Banrai Kanezumi, and Fumoto Kamada looks to send Presley Ortiz long, but Takami with the throw. Bledzu, Samu Riak, who is pioneering that number 6 very well for the Wollongong Wolves. and he started every game last season for the Wollongong Wolves. So is Mr. Reliable for the side in red and white as he commands that number 6 role. Christopher McStay sending it long to True, headed by Monahan Baker. And that is half-time here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. It remains goalless here. Both sides have had compelling and promising chances, but no side has found the back of their net yet. And we are down here in Primby in New South Wales South Coast, where it remains Wollongong Wolves 0, St. George City 0. Do not go anywhere for the next 15 minutes or even for the next 45 after that, because it is going to shape up to be an intense second half. And we will see you in 15 minutes. Hello everyone and welcome back to Albert Butler Memorial Park for this NPL New South Wales Round 3 fixture between Wollongong Wolves and St George City FC. It has been a tight contest so far, both sides still yet to find the back of the net, with experienced goalkeeper veteran Inetovich for Wollongong Wolves and young goalkeeper Jack Kenny, both keeping clean sheets so far. A big blow for St George City FC with Matthew Karamilevsky, a man that I went to primary school with, getting a neck injury. He told me he usually plays out his injuries, but it's that part of your body, you've got to be safe, more safe than sorry. He has come off and is on the bench, icing his neck. Lots of, not the best game of passing. That might be due to the field. Once again, Matt Karamilevsky telling me that the pitch needs to be watered, in his words, as as the ball isn't flowing to the standard that it should be flowing. And we have another 45 minutes to go for this game here at Albert Butler Memorial Park in the south coast of New South Wales. And we are warring and ready to go. In case you are just joining us, Wollongong Wolves in their famous red and white, St George City in their white and red away strip. And starting us off now is Costa Petrados, who sees Inetovich off his line. But the only thing that he's getting there is a glance of the bushes. It is a goal kick. And veteran Inetovich, who played over 100 games for Sydney FC, known for wearing that famous white Adidas goalkeeper jersey for Sydney FC, and wearing the number 20, made the switch to Western Sydney Wanderers. Was a bit of controversy there. Made his switch, and now he's playing his trade in Wollongong Wolves. Many setbacks, but as he said, it is the journey that counts, and he's finally back, kicking a football again at the ripe age of 37. Lots of players here, 21, 22. He was a pro footballer while these kids were still growing up in the NPL ranks. Especially Matthew Karamilevsky, who at 16 made his Premier League 1 debut in first grade. And he's that big blow in the back line for St George City FC. Kamada throws it to Brody Clarkson. Two former Southern Sharks boys making their first year at St George City FC, who finished 5th last year. And in their first campaign, they have Apia on Wednesday night, which will look to be a brilliant affair. Apia like the reigning champions, NPL New South Wales, whilst Wollongong Wolves will make the trip to South Sydney from the south coast to face Sutherland Sharks at Seymour Shore, who have yet to win a game, Sutherland Sharks. So it could work in the favour of the Wolves, pending the result of this match. And they are appealing Christopher McStay, who's had some brilliant free kicks and deliveries in the first half. Looks to deliver that again. A Scottish man who has a football academy that is on stomping ground at Seymour Shore Stadium. And Mustafa wins the foul for Wollongong Wolves from Sudan, who played his football last year at Bentley Greens in the Victorian Premier League. We're currently in VPL 2, so gets a chance to play Premier League football at the highest division in the beautiful South Coast. What else could you ask for? Here, as Chris McStay delivers a free kick, and it's a header, and it is whiskers away that you could have fed a cat with that delivery. And number 4, Solomon John Monan Vika. Sorry, Dylan Ryan. I was saying number 4 for some. Dylan Ryan almost breaking the deadlock for his side. Tariq Erdchan tries to find Ortiz, but that's it. Monahan Baika tries to clear it up. Good touch from Petrados. There is Lewis Curry, who sends out for Moto Kamara. Whips it in with that left foot of his. Headed away by Wesley. Finally cleared out of danger there from Takami. It's a brilliant sliding tackle there as St. George City looked to count, but that counter is ended thanks to a poor touch from Lewis Curry. Tries to find Mustafa, but the communication there didn't go to plan. And St. George City look to form a counter. Tariq Erdchan wins a foul for his side. Sitting, he's playing out the number 6 role, the captain, dropping down centre back and advancing now after the injury to number 99, Matthew Cummins. And here is Jack Penny, another young player for their side at 21 years old. 80 NPL games to his book, formerly of Newcastle Jets, making the switch to St. George at a young age, showing his experience despite their young age. So far so good, keeping a clean sheet, hasn't had to make too much saves as Bandri Kanezumi works with Harrison Wesnell in the back, and that ball is great headed there by Chris McStay, but Kamada anticipated that well and wins the foul conceded by Yaqub Mustafa, and looks like Fumoto Kamada is in some discomfort here. And since there is no ball being kicked around, a reminder that the Wollongong Wolves are coming off a 2-1 win against Sydney United, and captain Lachlan Scott, the man you can see next to the referee, scoring a brace in that game. And St. George City FC are coming off a 1-0 win against Sydney FC at Valentine Sports Park. A goal from Petrados, who is the brother of Dimitri Petrados, a man who is known as an A-League legend and has a premiership to his name at Brisbane Roar, where he's considered a cult hero over in Queensland. And St. George City look compromised here, but it is won by Monahan Baker. He gives it to Brady Clarkson. There is Lewis Curry. Mustafa Petrados and Lewis Curry working with the 1-1-2. But instead, it is intercepted. And coach is not happy with that, St. George coach. And it has fallen to Afuka, who has been told to take them on. He has 3 plays and he gets past all of them. Brilliant intricacy there from Takumi Afuka. It's still there. Here's Chris McStay. Takes that shot, deflected off the bottom of Joshua Hall. And Jack Kenny settling down his team as they look to restart with a counter-attack. St. George City FC here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. With Trimby, the South Coast, and the Port Kembla region, a beautiful region in New South Wales. If you've never been down here, I would suggest it. Some very undiscovered beaches. And there's a great battle there between Wesnell and Lewis Curry. Wollongong Wolves win that one. No advantage. McStay tries to go for the long ball. The referee wants it back in the spot that he caught it. The Wolves then going off, showing their support in full spirit here. The Wollongong Wolves hopefully lift their side. Grab a goal here. It is still 0-0. It is whipped in by the Wolves. Very deep cross. that Takumi Ofuka could not get to the end of, and had played. He made 25 starts last year, scoring 10 goals. So good numbers there. There is Mustafa, who did win the Victorian Premier League with Bentley Greens. So it has some cup experience that he brings from Bentley to Wollongong. Bentley Greens, a Cypriot side that's obviously in the Victorian Premier League 2 Germany. As Kenny tries to pull the counter-attack, Freddie Clarkson getting it on his favoured left foot, switching it out to Cameron Fong. These two players are both making their first season's appearances at St. George City FC. Ball cleared away, almost hitting me over here in the scaffolding. And it was thrown in. Cameron Fong, Petrados, the target man. Good touch. Calls for handball. It's still with St. George City FC. That's good defending. Cleared away by Monaghan Baker. And St. George City FC still on the attack. Cameron Fong. Sorry, once again that was cleared away by Dylan Ryan. Wollongong Wolves singing a particularly well-known youth football chant, screaming "Come on, the boys in red" for their support for Wollongong Wolves. Here's veteran Jedovich, who will know that chant very well with his time at Sydney FC and Western Sydney Wanderers. And now here is Banrai Kanezumi for the Wollongong Wolves. A veteran at the side, 31 years old. Hailing from Japan. And he's out wide now for the Wolves. Chris would stay with the best pass. Takami manages to win it back for his side, but he looks like he's in some discomfort. The referee will continue as Wollongong Wolves do have the ball. Mustafa also falling down. It is cut in. An air swing. And he's unlucky there from Lachlan Scott, who is the only man to score for his side this season and wearing the captain's armband. But it looks like Mustafa and Takami are both up and they will go on. Here is Sun Uriak, who played every single game and started every single game for the Wolves last year. Hails from Perth, making the trip across Australia to play his trade in the South Coast. We've got beautiful scenery. We've got the fans sitting in the shed, beautiful car park, and the beach in the distance at Albert Butler Memorial Park. A grass field, which is very different to the standards of Emperor New South Wales. We've seen many synthetic fields to deal with the unpredictable Sydney weather, but we have beautiful grass here in the Wolves at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Throwing in Cameron Fong, former Sydney FC youth player, making his season debut at St. George City. Still with Lewis Corey. And Cox has the ball. Takes the shot. That is great defending there. Harrison Wesnell, 21-year-old, has started 20 of his 21 games, showing why he starts his games. The switch was there, the target man was true, but Erdchan is the one that wins it. Brady Clarkson puts a delivering ball into Kamada, who they still got a chance. Here's Kuri, who finds Petrados, who was the man that helped his side get 3 points last week against Sydney FC. Flips it in. Well, that's great defending there by Samuel Riak. And it is a corner for St. George City FC. Petrados now to take the corner. He is the set-piece man. The Wollongong Wolves getting to Chris State. Costa Petrados, brother of Dimitri Petrados, who spent 4 years in Newcastle before going to Victoria, playing for Heidelberg United, and now playing his trade here, back home, St George City FC. Kamada to Dominic Cox, who came on for the injured Matthew Kremlis. He's devastated that his impact can no longer be contributed side. And Jack Penny with the hoof upfield. It is headed. And here is Riak. Chris McStay, calm, composed as he gets the ball out to Andre Takami. Here is Wesnell, the 21-year-old at the back. McStay. And it looks like one of the Wolves will make a substitution with Alex Maciovescio coming on. Bit of a tongue twister that one is. Rolls off the tongue, his name. From Italy, and like McStay, is formerly of Rockdale City Suns. Over 60 NPL games in his career. And it looks like Jakub Mustafa is the man to part ways with the pitch. And Alex Maciovescio says, Buongiorno to the pitch.
Number 10, Jakub Mustafa.
And the public announcer announces what I just announced. And number 25 coming on to the pitch. To slot in to have a battle with the other 25, Brody Clarkson, who also recently opened a football academy. So that seems to be the way to go for these players. And St George bringing on their number 9 and number 10 as the other Petrados brother, Gerasimakis, will come and join his brother, whilst Jason Romero will also be coming on. We will talk a bit more about both of those once this McStay delivery has been sent in. Headed out. Here is Captain Scott. Back to Riak. And here is Wollongong Wolves starting out from the back. As Ofuka gives it to McStay. He's going to go back to veteran Injetovic, who loves hanging off his line. Veteran Injetovic. Did it at his senior C days, did it at his Wanderers days. And here is Harrison Wesnell. Scott touching forward. But it is cleared away by Famuto Kamada. Displeased that he couldn't get it to a target man. And the substitutions are finally in the offing here for St George City. Lewis Curry to depart after his return from Australia playing in Lebanon. And Presley Ortiz to depart for number 9 and number 10. Gerasimakis Petrados, former Newcastle Jets and Heidelberg United player. So rejoining his brother. They played at Heidelberg United together, played at Newcastle together, and they're playing at St George together. Whilst number 10, Jason Romero, is an NPL winner with RPL, an American, and returns to St George. He won NPL 2 in 2018 for the other crosstown rivals, St George FC, who are promoted and will be playing this St George in a week's time. And Romero, as well, has played professionally overseas, so he'll look to apply that experience. Hopefully grab his side a goal, as he looks to be the front man. As both the two Petrados brothers pioneering that midfield together. Could use some Greek to pioneer that. Here's Brody Clarkson. Gives it back to Tariq Erchan. Sends it to Cameron Fong. Youngster trying to find Petrados. Instead, he's given to Wolves. Calm and composed. Ofuka trying to find a Wolves player, but instead he's fallen to hold. urging his team to push forward because they love that long ball. Tries to find Romero, couldn't get there. Suka wants the ball, he gets the ball. There is Pacharos. Beautiful hold-up play, using that 4 years of Newcastle to his advantage. Holds up the play extremely well and has brilliant ball control, showing why he was a professional footballer and why he is the man who helped his side win as he helped his side win against Olympic 1-0. Who of course come from that beating Sydney United 6-0 in a classic NSL Days derby. And here is a Lachlan Scott, the man scored the goals for the Rules so far this campaign. Samuel Riak going out to Takano. And here is the man that just came on, Masio Vecchio. Wins a corner for his side. Some great defense there from Dominic Cox. And once again, guys, a reminder, it is still 0-0 here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Christmas Day to take. And we have 25 minutes plus stoppage time to find a winner. Whipped in. And it's back in by Buesno. And it's found Scott. And it trickles over the net. And a goal kick is given, much to the dismay of the man that hit the ball, Lachlan Scott. He could have added his tally to 4 goals in 3 games. The air horn goes off, urging the goalkeeper to hurry up. The Wolves gang in full support and full spirit here, Albert Butler Memorial Park. Jack Kenny is the hoof upfield. Takami to Masio Vecchio. Kamada. He's home. Has plenty of time and plenty of options to find. Finds Pacharos. Costa Pacharos. There's Romero. Clarkson. Berchan. Ball playing centre back. What they love to see at St. George. Him and Matthew Kamaleski are both like that. It is sent through. Keeper who gives it up for Luisa Motokamara. Not the best touch there. But they win the ball back. Brody Clarkson trying to find something with that left foot of his. Decides to go to Kamada, who goes back to home. For every player here getting a fair touch of the ball. Here is Petrados. Finds Cox. Back to Erchan. Finds Petrados. Romero. Gerasimaki Petrados. Finds Kamada. Chris McSay clears it away. That was a promising build-up play there from St. George City FC. Keeper's caught it. Great chant there as the Wolves then show their support for Chris McStay, Scottish national, who is a former Rockdale City and Sutherland Sharks player. Njedovic pioneering his team. Cross was whipped in. Takami sends it out to Masio Vecchio, who sends it through. Referee waves away the penalty. Jake True not pleased with that. Jake True, not just a footballer, but a personal trainer, and is coming back after tearing his ACL 3 times. So we hope that he can definitely provide for his side after many setbacks. And it looks like Sebastian Hernandez is going to come on for Wollongong Wolves, who is a former Northbridge and Macarthur Bulls player, signing for Wool during the transfer period in 2023, which is about this time, will be about May, and he's 21 years old. Another penalty they're appealing for, and this time, referee waves it again. Jake Drew, not happy again, with number 9, who is going to be subbed off for Sebastian Hernandez. Departing, that's Jake Drew. Started 21 games last season with 10 goals and started in their loss against Sydney United. On top of kicking footballs, as mentioned, is a personal trainer and a former Western Sydney Wanderers A-League player. He's also played for the likes of Blacktown City and Wollongong Olympic here in Illawarra Premier League, which is a very strong division here, Illawarra Premier League. Brody Clarkson gives it, here's Erdchan with the ball. Been told to make up his mind what he's going to do. The St. George coach there. Lots of communication. Here's Romero, takes the shot. Ball across. Goes out for a throw-in. Wollongong Wolves. Okay. Have a drinks break here at Albert Putler Memorial Park, which we can have a look around the grounds. So, on top of our game that is 0-0, we have the Wanderers playing Rockdale City Suns, and Rockdale City Suns are 3-1 up, and Jurasevsky getting on that score sheet again, and Zach Sapsford, the former Sydney FC man, scoring for Western Sydney Wanderers. And at 4:30, starting very soon, a bit of a delay, RPL Leichhardt are playing Manly. So after the end of this game, head on over, same channel, YouTube, and watch RPL Leichhardt versus Manly United after this game, of course. We still want you here to witness what will be an exciting 20 minutes or so here in the South Coast, in Primby, where the road leads you to some amazing beaches. The referee also getting some water, maybe a tactic for the Wolves. There, as you can see on the sideline, David Carney, former Sydney FC, known for his time at Sydney FC, Super David Carney, scored many goals in the Sky Blue, played with veteran Juranovic, who is helping his side, showing his experience there. A man with over 100 appearances on the dot for Sydney FC, for making the switch to the West at Western Sydney Wanderers, which current Sydney FC goalkeeper Andrew Redmayne did, but the other way around, also played for Central Coast. Odichan with the header. Chris McStay, beautiful skills there, and wins the foul. Brody Clarkson not happy there. Chris McStay, a workhorse, winning fouls, taking the fouls. Kanazumi, not happy that he has to retake it, but there's a bit of a smile on his face there, and he will retake. Ozreich thought the ball, free kick was from there. Whipped in. Erdchan, physical battle there between him and Sebastian. There's Tadek Erdchan showing his experience there. And no advantage is played, and Tadek Erdchan winning the ball. And the free kick for side. Man of Turkish descent. And of course, former Sutherland Sharks player Jack Kenny. Kick us off. And he does. And Wollongong Wolves trying to get the ball out of their half here. St. George, coach urging this side to squeeze in, tuck in, press them off the ball, win the ball so that they can get a goal here. And here is Hong to Monaghan Baker. Sends it out wide. Kamara, the target man. First touch into the box. Finds Yerasimaki Petraros. Goes for the shot. A bit of intricacy there. And the ball has been lost over to the Shrubs. To claim. Fourth official looking to find another ball now. Which they have got. Benjamin Jedovic to start us off. It looks like both sides' benches are warming up, so we could see some more substitutions coming and offing. Jedovic hoofing it upfield. That's a brilliant and powerful header there. Didn't help his team. You can add that to the personal accolades for his game there, as Fuka passes it to his Japanese counterpart, Kamezumi. Tries to send it long, chest it to Charos. There is Cox. Makes up for his poor touch. Some brilliant hold-up play. Brady Clarkson. Sends it long to Fumoto Kamada. Last year at the Sutherland Sharks, and Merchant before that, for 19 years. First year at St. George City. That cross didn't find anyone. Cleared away. Brilliant defending there by Monaghan Baker. There is Dominic Coppus. Frank Romero. The chase down is there between Cox and Ofuka. Moves the ball out. To avert any danger. It is Tariq Uchan. Romero. There is Petraros with the orange boots trying to test Jedovic there. The only thing that's testing is his first touch, which he has a good one of. Bertrand Jedovic. Restarts. Kanazumi. Ryan. Rocking T. Alex there. Bertrand Jedovic. There is Kanazumi. Dylan Ryan sends it. The target man is Hernandez. Sends it in. Deflected by Monaghan Raika. Urchan with a second chance. This time cleared away. Only as far as Christmas Day. Queso de Romero. Samuel Riak. Helen from Perth. And he was the man from Italy. He goes for the strike! Alice Mastrovecchio from a Rockdale City Suns man from Italy. Who is trying to be a super sub here. He's been at the Wolves since 2023 last year. There's over 60 NPL games in his locker. So here we are restarted. Brady Clarkson. Petraros sending it using both of his feet there. Pure class he has been in this game. Petraros holding up that midfield extremely well. Here is Fong. This is the header to the other Petraros. Yerasimakis. Not the best pass there. Romero was the man. Next day wins the foul again for his side. definitely has been Wollongong Wolves' best player on the pitch this game. Worked extremely well and hard to try and get his side back and leading into the game. As it looks like St. George will make a substitution. It's headed only as far as Petrados, who's trying to use his pace, but this time Dylan Ryan stands his ground. He's out of play only as far as Petrados squared. Cleared away to Hong, making a daring run. Then a gap in the defense. And this time, taken it. It's a foul. But before the foul can be taken, we have a substitution, and on comes Paolo Mitri for Costa Petrados, who had a great game for his side. Held the midfield up very well. Some brilliant hold-up play, using both his feet, showing why he spent 4 years at Newcastle Jets. And he now bids farewell in Yassen to his game today. But will definitely be back. Brody Clarkson clears. And there is Gerasimaki Petrados. Cesar Romero. And there's Kamara. Shot! And a corner. Could have made an instant impact there. Paolo Mitri. But instead we have a corner. Which it looks like Petrados brothers love set pieces. The other one takes it short. Romero coming in with trophies to his name. And that cross was high, but not mighty. And it is a goal kick for veteran Janjetovic. Somehow rocking the underskins in this 30-degree heat. Veteran Janjetovic fools everyone with that. Obviously not the right move, veteran Janjetovic, so obviously going to send it long. Touch there by McStay, still wins it. Loses it this time. And this is Paolo Mitri has the ball. Could send it long, does send it long. Cameron Fong. And Mitri has the ball. Here's Brody Clarkson. Sends it out wide to Kamada. Reunited. Different colours this time. Brody Clarkson. Cox. To Romero. Still Romero. Goes for the strike. Deflected. Still back in. Shot! And it is a goal! Making his impact off the bench. Paolo Mitri. Super substitution. The coach will be pleased with that. And St. George City open the deadlock here thanks to the brilliance of Paolo Mitri. And it is St. George City 1, Wollongong Wolves 0. With about 8 minutes or so to play, plus of course the added time. It is a quality result there. Janjetovic left hopeless as Paolo Mitri opens the scoring, unleashing the deadlock, providing the thunder for his side there. And you know what comes after thunder? Lightning. And here is Ofuda. Goes for the shot. Lachlan Scott trying to get something. That's great defense from St. George City, forcing Scott to shoot from that side of the box. And just hold it up. Holds it up this time, Jack Kenny, who may I remind you, he's only 21 and has played over 80 games. Former Newcastle Jets player, played 52 games last season, so he's busy, definitely busy, providing his gloves for Central City side. Looks like he was going to go for the shot, but great defending from Wesnell. Clean sheet gone. And the run this time halted. And Hong, the man to concede that foul. And is showing a piece of halloumi cheese there. And it looks like Wollongong will make a substitution. Here is Damon Gray, who is coming on for Samuel Riak, who was a monster in that number 6 position, putting up very well. Started every game last season, hailing from Perth, and now here's Damon Gray, who had a busy 2023, playing over 50 games for 18s, 20s, and first grade. He's only 19 years old, so there's plenty of time left in his NPL career. Can rotate between 20s and first grade. Keeper sends it very long, headed away at Dylan Ryan. Despite not keeping the clean sheet, it's been solid at the back. And here's Petrados. Loses the ball there, did too many passes, too many steals. Sent up long. This time, Kenny gets the crucial. And the ball is cleared. Almost to the busy road behind us. Damon Gray giving it to Ryan. Let's stay. Kane Zumi. Wesley. Takami. Good, great skills there. But Masio Vescio losing the ball. And as mentioned in the first half, a beautiful day for football. Very family-friendly environment here at the Wollongong Wolves. Many parents bringing their family, but that poor touch led Mitri through on goal, but it was the touch that let him down. Could have had a brace and could have doubled their lead here at Albert Butler Memorial Park in Corimbi in the South Coast. For South Coast, a very strong area for football. Wollongong Wolves will be in the National Second Division next season. So many of these players need to want to prove themselves to earn a professional contract when that B League National Second Division does come to fruition. Freddie Clarkson to Romero. Former RPM man, won it last year. That's a good right turn. Who sends Mitri again, takes the shot. Janjerovic saving with that left boot of his. Didn't even have to move. And he's cleared away by Andre Takami. Twist for Moto Kamara. To Cox. Sent out to home. Here's Romero, who still has the ball, does a few step overs, still tries to play the all-important back heel, but instead loses it. Chris McStay, moving the ball up. He's still reliable for Wollongong Wolves on free kicks and corners, trying to help his team get back into the side. So far, Wollongong Wolves will be on a 2-loss. Sorry. Coming off a 2-1 win. They did lose their round 1 fixture to Marconi. So 2-1 win, 2-1 results both ways. And go to Seymour Shore on Wednesday to play the Southern Sharks in some midweek action. Southern Sharks losing 3-2 yesterday Blacktown. So still yet to get a win as they lost the first game to Western Sydney Wanderers, drawing to Spirit. Intense 3 red cards there, and losing to Blacktown. So Wollongong Wolves definitely looking to come away for 3 points there, while St. George City will play Apia, who are playing currently as we speak against Manly United, playing each other at Wednesday at Lambert, and then the St. George derby returns to Premier League 1. St. George FC will face St. George City. The fields only 10 minutes away from each other. Here's Romero, who sends Mitri, the man who scored, to get his side up in this game. Been sent out of the box. Finds no one from that pass. Here's Chris McStay, pioneering that midfield. Sending Damon Gray, who has a whiff of fresh air and fresh legs. The ball cleared away to the car park. And that poor Hyundai might have a little dent after that hit. And to the protests, St. George City, Wollongong Wolves have a foul, and you know exactly. Chris McStay actually stepping up for it. You know he will step up for all of them. We've all been told to go back as Chris McStay, the man from Scotland, former Rockdale and Sharks player, looks to send it in. And to maybe get his side back into the game. Whipped in, headed in, and his side has been back into the game. Barai Kanaizumi, the man from Japan, a thumping header into that top corner. All we could do was watch it float into the back of the net. And the 31-year-old man from Japan brings his side back into it. Chris McStay, the man with a robust right foot, sends his team back into it. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands. It is 1-1 here at Albert Butler. And we don't have long to go. So that is a crucial goal. I managed to get all of these last minute equalisers and winners here. Whenever I commentate, must be a commentator's curse. But they are getting urged on here. Lachlan Scott, and now Lachlan Scott is now the only player to score for Wollongong Wolves. He is on the ground, but Tariq Urchan is continuing to go. St. George City. Here's Jason Romero trying to find something and finds a foul for his side. Damon Gray, the culprit. As Chris McStay will definitely add that to his highlight reel to show the kids that he coaches with his football academy that he has. A thumping delivery and an even better header from Banurai Kanaizumi. And St. George City keeper, sorry coach, not happy with that result. Not happy at all. His side have fumbled a 1-0 lead and it is now 1-1. Here is Fumoto Kamada with his left foot. Veteran Njerevic using those professional tactics he used to use at his Sydney FC and Western Sydney Wanderers day. But this time it's Romero, not Kamada. Kamada playing the decoy and Romero sends it over. Definitely should have been a left-footed free kick there. Njerevic. So restart us here at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Not long to go. Both sides trying to get something from it. And it looks like, so far, each team for the opening 3 games have a win, a loss, and a draw. Chris McStay putting his body there, and the ball comes right behind the scaffolding here. So St. George City are coming off both sides coming off a win. both losing their round 1 games. Literally in the exact same form. If this game stays as a draw, they will have the exact same points that we both be on 4 as Petrados tries to find something for his side. And it is full time here. The last kick of the game at Albert Butler Memorial Park. Full time. It is Wollongong Wolves 1. Thanks to the goal from Kane Zumi. And St. George City 1. Paulo Mitre. A beautiful day here with some beautiful football on display here in the South Coast. And both sides go away to sharing of the cake and sharing of the points on the table as they both share the same points. Lots of sharing. Sharing is caring. I have been Christos Mavromasakis. Thank you all for tuning into this NPL New South Wales Men's 1 Round 3 fixture. And may you all have a great weekend and week. Goodbye for now. Happy Sunday.